Anyway, good morning to all of you. It's great to be here today, and especially meeting the new board and chairman and board members. First of all, thank you very much for accepting the appointments. And as a government, it's one of our key priorities moving forward is other boards. And as you understand, any government which comes in will have its own ways or methods of governance, of course in accordance with democratic principles, and which is why we had to do a review of the boards, and of course those who advertised, and most of you applied and came through that process. But of course as a government, and as per the political system, it will be a mix of both, given our political objectives in our manifestos and the need for us to progress that as quickly as possible, given that we are only here for 4 years. So in terms of infrastructure, which comes under my portfolio, some of the key ones, I think the main ones, water and roads. And that's very critical, and also those are very sensitive issues. And I'd like to just re-emphasize today the need for us to progress as quickly as possible. I know the challenges which are there. I've been with some of the previous board members and also the CEO and his team in the last few months, and looking at some of the infrastructures. And of course, understanding the water situation, which is, as I mentioned, it's a challenge, and I look forward to you as the new board to progress that in as short time as possible, and also, of course, within our mission and vision of Water Authority of Fiji, and our strategic plans. And of course, there's some studies which have been going on in terms of analysis and the needs which we can work on within the immediate term. We faced a lot of issues here in Suvarnosuri, and I'm happy that Rewa water supply project, I think the people of Naitasiri didn't like it being named Rewa, where I'm from. But they don't know that water also comes into the Rewa River. But anyway, that's our traditional relationship. So I'm pleased that that has progressed. And one of the key, I also made 2 visits. Just to end, thank you for coming on board, to all board members. And I thank the CEO and his team. I know that you have borne the brunt of criticism in the last few months, but thank you for your hard work, and please convey that to all the staff of WAF, the guys who are working out there day and night, and you have my full support as a minister, and please be assured that I run things professionally, and I would like to keep it that way. And I'm really looking forward to we as a team progressing the strategic plans which are already there, and also the dealing with the issues, in a substantial way, at least within our 4-year term.
To the Honourable Minister, thank you for fitting in our program this morning. I know you had a busy week away abroad, as I gathered from a colleague. He was on the way back, you came through Sydney, and your presence plus your remarks confirms the Ministry's support to the board and executive management of Water Authority of Fiji. All of us here today know that this relationship is very important for this critical utility institution. And I'm very happy too that you decided to come, because the plan was I was supposed to disseminate the discussion we had prior to about a couple of weeks ago, and so he's done all that. So you know what the expectation from the ministry. To my fellow directors, Mr. Vulivakdemu, Mr. Mit, Mr. Duli, Semi, once again congratulations on your appointment as a director. It was just over a month ago when the new board was formalized and publicly announced by our Prime Minister. And I thank each one of you for your patience. I had to work with the CEO and the management team and getting together a date where you can all be physically present. We are executing our first event together today, combining our induction and first board meeting. This is the first of the many events to come as we work to maintain the momentum of change for improvement the previous board had charted. To Dr. Mead, I'm just reiterating what the Honorable Minister mentioned, and the management team on behalf of the new board. I thank you also for holding the fort the past couple of months in the way we've handled the water service crisis in the Suwari corridor. So far, I'm sure we've identified gaps in the way we organize some of these temporary activities, identified solutions to address them. I was very encouraged in my first conversation with your CEO. I went like this to him, hey, how are you coping? He got another shoulder here to carry the burden, and his comment was, it's not doom and gloom. So very encouraged to hear that from him.
Take it away from
something he said when we met. So coming from him, I said, okay, that's really credible. And then when I had a talk with ex-WAF engineer also, he said the same thing, because I think he's involved in both utilities, and between the two, he said, I think that's manageable on what the gaps you have to address over here. And back to to the management team, the hardship you're going through. I've had my share too. I used to go work across the river there, where we had those kind of similar issues, but view it positively as it's part of your growth. To my fellow directors, I look forward to serving alongside you as you bring, as you mentioned, a unique set of talents and relevant expertise. Together from Mr. Duli this morning about his experience on tariff, or I suppose the evolution of an organization from public to a corporatization. So that's nice to see as we guide the management through this path, this journey. As representatives of the governing and executive board of the Water Authority, there are high expectations and accountability required, especially from stakeholders and customers alike. I wish to remind ourselves, directors, a statement by the Honorable Prime Minister, also a customer. He says the board's immediate priority will be to look into some of our critical issues that WAF continues to face and work closely with government and key stakeholders. This is a queue, and we'll be hearing about these issues later this morning from our management team as we get to understand the baseline of where we are. The Honorable Minister of Infrastructure in his remarks outlined some of these issues and also conditions we need to factor in our decision making. It's very encouraging, sir, that you mentioned about being open to feedback and encourage our directors to be like that. I'm like that also. It helps me grow. It's not like we're perfect in the way we conduct ourselves, and we're here to help each other. We all expect that we'll encounter a fair share of strategic challenges. This is part and parcel of this business. So let's embrace these challenges with full stride and note that in every challenge there lies in opportunities to learn, to grow, and through this a mindset of continuous improving. With this positive mindset, I'm sure starting from this group and with our management, we will lift Port Authority to a greater height. In addition, I strongly urge my fellow directors to be very involved in the decision making, be agile and forward thinking. As we had put across in our letter, we have full confidence and trust in your leadership as you bring in the different perspective needed at this level for well-informed decisions at this table. I expect a robust, constructive, and at times different viewpoints during our board deliberations, which is healthy. And at the end, we need to align ourselves with the purpose of Water Authority of Fiji. And you can see I was trying to look for vision and mission in the website. I couldn't until I came in here. It's over there. So our decision around that. So directors are conduct at this level will foster a healthy and positive culture at Water Authority. They will complement the values that are up there. Pinaka.